Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody is having a great Friday. It's been a week. Yeah. You know, yesterday was the 15th and I always start the new ornament on the 15th. Well, yesterday got messed up because I thought it was payday and then I went home and did other things. And today, yeah, I realized I hadn't started the next ornament in the 12-month Christmas ornament SAL on Instagram that I started. Yeah. So, this is the one I'm going to be working on. I figured it would be the easiest of all. I'm not going to use the called for colors. And it is by MTV Designs, Maria Teresa Vitali, and it's called North Pole. I'll put it right there so you can see it. We're going to keep some same color families, but, you know, change a few other things around. Maybe have some blue houses. I'm not real fond of brown and orange, so we'll just make it up as we go along, okay? But, you know, I'm good at that. Oh, jeez. So we're starting here at the bottom. Let me see if I can get you zoomed in. There we go. Hang on. And I'm using 16 count Country French Cafe Mocha from Witchlet. For this. Now, I don't know if I want to go straight across or put the design in as I go. We'll just play it by ear. What do you think? So yeah, it's been a morning. It snowed about, a half an inch. It's already melted off the roads and stuff, so that isn't a problem. Oh, this red that I'm using, it's from JP Coats, and I've lost the end of it, but it's kind of a variegated red. It goes to like a salmon color. So, yeah, just 'cause we had it, and it was the brightest red in the box that I had. So, yeah, so what is everybody else up to? Yesterday was a mixed bag of tricks, since I was all messed up, and I worked a little bit on the beaded cross stitch. Didn't get a whole lot done, just like about 2 inches, but I sat there for at least an hour. Let me see if I can, oh, it is right here. I was going to say, see if I could unbury it, but it is. So, yeah, I got that much done. Didn't know quite which way to go. I didn't know if I wanted to go that way or that way. I didn't want to do all the black-ish color. So, I'm just starting up this way, and we're just going with it. And we had those colors out, so we might as well use them, right? Of course, it's not going very fast, but hey, it is what it is. So yeah, it's been a morning. Molly, she decided she had to go with, because, you know, that's what she thinks she's doing now, and it was like 30-some degrees. It was warming up as we were riding around, but yeah, it felt like 20. So, yay. Worked a little bit on Long and Winding Road by Blackbird. Got a few of the little flowers done. But that's really all I worked on yesterday. I still got the... If you ever just done something else, because, you know, the other thing is occupying your brain too much, so you got to get away from it for a while and get a fresh perspective on it. You know what I mean. Come on. Yeah, we're talking about the 32 count. I'm trying to wrap my head around it, so it'll be a hot moment. But there's no rush, so still don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm thinking about it, though. But I thought we'd just start this for a while. Now, I don't know. Get my paper, cover everything. At one point, I thought, well, I'll just do this part, you know, with this. Sorry. Do this part with just the Santa and the snowman. Or I would just do this part. I don't know. You know, we'll see how it goes. If it's easier, you know, than I think it is. I mean, it's not a difficult pattern. Don't get me wrong. And of course, I couldn't find any gray. Couldn't find any blue. I mean, in my stash. I could find plenty that I could order, but, you know, I wasn't about the ordering life. Oh, yes, and yesterday I went to the hardware store to see if they had any of those nuts and bolt, that's what I call them, nuts and bolt toolbox things, you know, with the drawers and stuff. Of course they didn't. So I went back home, went to Amazon, and I ordered one. It should be here by Monday, I think. So, Monday or Tuesday. I don't think it's going to be too long or too far off. What else? Oh, and the little containers are coming, and the 823 DMC is coming. They should all be here by Tuesday-ish, I think. But I had a hard time this morning deciding what, you know, ornament I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to do this, but hey, I didn't know when or what, and I wasn't going to go and buy some more thread. I was just going to use what I had, because this is kind of what this is about. So, we'll see. We will see. No great plans today. I had to go to the grocery store and get dog food. Isn't that exciting? And happened onto a roast, so I'm going to cook it tomorrow, because yesterday I cooked a big old batch of chili that I'll end up freezing part of it, but hey, it's a chilly kind of day. It just is not, it's not too warm out there, but it's not too bad, I guess. Still haven't got the stuff from DigiArt, and I've got, I don't know what you call it, a message, if you will, on Instagram from Everyday eCrafts, and they picked out 3 patterns that they wanted to send to me, so we'll just let them. They're so cute. So, God knows when they'll be here. Let's call it 2, possibly 3 weeks. It seems to take forever. But it seems to take less time than the do-it-yourself digital. It'll be 3 weeks this week. So, we'll see. I'm a little pissed off at them. And when I had Everyday eCrafts, you know, on my Instagram, I told them about that, what do you call it? Oh, I call it the medieval city, you know, with the waterfall and all that. And I told them it's going to be way too small for all that detail. So she's, I'm assuming it's a she. She said she would get with the designers to see if it could be made bigger. So, we'll see. But, yeah. So that's coming. I got about 10, what do you call it, pre-stamps coming here within the month or so. Didn't work on anything else. I worked a little bit on that blue willow thing yesterday. Just, you know, trying to get it to a stage. I just hate to get too far along on it without that 823, because I want to see, number one, how the we'll call it black work, you know, for whatever it is, in between all those oblongs is going to turn out, and see what it looks like, um, all those stitches that we stitched yesterday, what they look like back stitch, because I can very easily just backtrack and just do the center picture. So we'll see. But I still haven't got a clue what I'm going to do with the other, that 32 count. It just makes me sick. I just have to figure it out. Until I get it in my brain how that's all going to work out, well, we'll just have to wait a hot moment. I didn't go and get the thread. Well, they were closed yesterday. For the other two Italian, we'll call them Italian patterns, because I cannot. Renato, Parlin. I don't know how to say it. I know I'm murdering it. I'm so sorry, sir. But yeah. So I don't know where I'm going with that. Those two either. So, but they're beautiful, and they don't have too many colors. I haven't ordered anything else from 123 Stitch. Not recently. I keep looking at the new stuff that's coming in, and none of it's jumping off the page at me. So we'll just be satisfied with what we got. After a while, you just get tired of ordering stuff. I get tired of waiting. So might as well wait on what I really want. I went to Hands Across the Sea, and they released the May Queen of the May. Yes. Words. Queen of the May. And I wasn't real taken with it either. It's got 30 colors in it, at least. Somewhere between 25 and 30 colors. I was not about that life either. And there's parts of it I don't like. I don't like the way it looks. And other parts you could... Whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to shake the table. You know, other parts are okay. I wouldn't say it was fabulous. Maybe it is. I don't know. And in my way of thinking, the whole thing's going to have to be done on even weave or linen. But that's just my opinion. I didn't read really close. So, caught up with some of my floss tube people. Not floss tube. My YouTube people that I watch on a regular basis. I watch 3 or 4 episodes of each. Just not too much. Stayed up till 2 o'clock. Could not sleep for nothing. Oh, it was bad. So I was up until about 4:30, 4:45. And then I finally went back to bed, went to sleep, and I was up by 8 o'clock. So, yeah. It is what it is. This happens every once in a while. And my whole schedule's off. Because now I have 4 days off in a row. And I haven't had that, God, since I can't remember when. Oh, my feet are hot. Sorry. This chair sits right over the heat duct. It won't be a problem in the summer. Because I have the air conditioner. It's sitting in front of the air conditioner. So, Anyway, it sounds like a jumbled mess. I don't know what to do or start first, so we'll see. We will see. I think it's time to go back to pre-stamped, and just so that it's all there, all you have to do is stitch, So I used to get this way with painting. All I wanted to do was paint, and so I just paint a landscape off the top of my head, and just paint. Whether the colors were right or not, I just needed to paint. But yeah, I think we need to get rid of this thread. I'm thinking. So yeah, I'm a kind of a jumbled mess this week. But I had my chili yesterday. I got it made. So I had it for lunch and dinner. That's okay. Every once in a while, just gotta have chili. And red chili. I didn't make any green chili. It's not quite time to make green chili. They usually have some really good pork sales at the grocery store. Like I can get a little roast about that big, 2 of them, for $5 each. So, yeah, I wait for those sales. And then I make a big old mess of green chili. Buy 10 to 12 cans of green chilies, unless I can find sometimes I can get the whole. So I get 3 cans of those, so it's loaded with green chili. Sometimes they have the hatch or the fire roasted. I like those too. But just not that time of year. Or maybe I'll cook, 2 or 3 of those little roasts together, because I have a huge crock pot. And save part of that for pulled pork in the first part of the summer. I get hungry for barbecued pork. God, love it. And so that works out that I only have to cook, at one time. But that's why I use my crock pot a lot, because it doesn't make the house totally hot in the summer. But I'll make pork and beef roasts up and freeze it, and then make, barbecue beef. I love barbecue beef. And barbecued pork. Or green chili. I try not to do the green chili before it gets to be too hot, because it has to cook a little bit. I mean, it's a process. It's an all-day process. I cook the pork in the crock pot, and then you got to take it out and shred it and, divide it out and do what I told you. And then, add all the ingredients to make it into green chili. So, but I do like green chili. But I won't sit down to a bowl of green chili. Very rarely, but I like it on things like on burritos and stuff. And if I have it divided out into my quart bags, I can get out enough for smothered burritos or whatever. I haven't had that in a while. Or I take the green chili and I drop not the whole pot, but I take a little bit of green chili and put it in a skillet and thin it down a little bit if it's a little thick. And then I drop 2 eggs into it and let them, soft cook. I love those, and have them on tortillas like huevos rancheros. Yep, love huevos rancheros. Yeah, it's all Texas' fault. I got onto huevos rancheros about 45 years ago, and I haven't gotten away from it. I love Mexican food. Just love it. You know, I'm just sewing along here, and I'm not real sure how many squares there's supposed to be here. I don't think we're there yet, but hey, we could be. Yeah, think I should count that, huh? I didn't take a copy of this, so I got to count here. Oh no, we're good. There's about 45 holes there that go across, so we're good for a while. I don't know how big this is going to be because the pattern itself called for, it's 66 high and 69 high. It says 4.5 by 4 5/8, and they use 30 count, so platinum linen. So it'll be a hot moment. That's okay. We can make it into a little pillow, or maybe it'll be it's 4, so probably 6 inches across. Maybe not quite that big, but you know what I mean. Well, this part's going easy. I just thought this was an easy pattern. I looked through that book twice because, as you know, let me get the book. I am using Just Cross Stitch. Back it out. The 70 plus Ornament Christmas holiday issue. So yeah, I thought about doing that one too, right here. And I like a lot of them, but some of them, see, I like that too, but man, that back stitching, that would take a hot moment. Just some days. I like that one, kind of. But some of them, the finishing, I love this angel. I'm going to do this angel. One of them is going to be that angel, because I love that angel. I've loved it. It's Tiny Modernist. Yeah, I like him. He's so cute. That's Carolyn Manning. Yeah. Well, Carolyn Manning, in my book, is kind of like Jeanette Douglas. You know, they like to throw in those happy, fancy stitches that Lora is just not real fond of. Just want to stitch. And I can get a pattern usually right where I need it without all the hoopty, because hoopty drives me crazy. I didn't mind doing those Algerian eyes. Those turned out okay. But I might be able to do a rice stitch. Not real sure, but a rice stitch. I'm not sure. But I wouldn't want to do too many of them. What is it? Victorian Sampler? Is that right? Has a YouTube. And every once in a while they'll show different specialty stitches. So I'm like, well, that wasn't too difficult, but on a full-time basis, I don't even want to have to do an eyelet stitch, okay? Let's get real, dudes. Dudes and dudettes. Some stuff. This part's really relaxing because it's just the same thing over and over and over. Like I said, there's about 40 holes across there. So I don't know what I'll work on today. It was killing me sitting in this chair to sit there and do that beadwork, so I might try to figure out how I can do that on the couch. Because when I get my little containers, which I think are coming tomorrow, don't quote me on that, I use the lids, and I can just lay the lid right beside me with a few colors in it, or a few beads in it, and not worry about spilling it, because some days I am just a natural born klutz. I bet when I sweep that floor, you know, when I moved all this furniture around 3 times, there was a pile of diamonds from diamond painting. Unbelievable. I don't know where they all got, how they all got on the floor, but there was a big old pile of them. There was some beads because I'd done beaded cross stitch, and I had this piece of cardboard on the floor because for painting, so that I wouldn't get paint on the floor. I took like a huge refrigerator box or whatever, you know, and cut it down and put it underneath this desk so that the paint wouldn't get on the floor, because I was having the grandkids come back and forth, you know, they were painting on this and that. And they were pretty careful. They were pretty careful. But, you know, Grandma, you know, is a whole nother story. So I'll have to look and see what colors the other Italy pictures are. I think they only have like 5 or 6 colors in them. And they're going to be done on 28 count, which I can actually see. So, yeah. I don't know. Hopefully, they'll be okay. That material is just absolutely stunning. I just love it. Just absolutely love it. But I would like to work on my beaded cross stitch. I found that pretty relaxing, except for it was killing my back. This chair is not meant to be set in all day trying to do that. I probably sat here for 2 hours working on just that part, maybe an hour, hour and a half. But it seemed like 2 hours because I was ready to get up and do something else. I had such a crick in my neck, I had to lay down flat just to get the crick out of my neck. Take some Tylenol. Alright, guys. Well, I think that's going to be it for today. Oh dear, I closed my stupid book. Dagnabbit. Oh, it's on this page. There we go. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell. And that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, and we will see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.